Congratulations. You made it to the second video. Now, in the first video, I asked you 3 questions. I asked you, how many people do you know use electricity? And you said everyone. I also asked you, how many of those people do you think would rather pay less than what they're paying right now? You said everyone. And last but not least, I asked you if I could show you how to get paid every single time, you, your family, hundreds, thousands, millions of people all over the world, people you've never met in your life. If I could show you how to get paid every single time they pay their electricity bill, could you get excited about that? And you said yes. Well, now it's time for me to share with you how I've been blessed to earn millions of dollars in this industry. Now, here are some tips for you if you want to get the most out of this video. Number 1, give it your undivided attention. I'm about to share with you a multi-million-dollar opportunity. So feel free to grab your notepad, because one thing I was taught was that note takers are money makers. You want to watch this uninterrupted, because I promise you this, if you watch this video uninterrupted, you won't be able to sleep tonight. Now, let's talk about Think Plus. I want to share with you why this is hands down the best vehicle to get you from point A to point B in 2026 and moving forward. And let me explain why. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year, people use electricity. Think about it. How many people do you know right now are actually walking around the house in the dark, meaning their services are disconnected? I'll wait. I know people right now that's in foreclosure. And if they don't pay anything else, guess what? They're going to pay their electricity bill. I know people that will let their car get repossessed, but they will not let their electricity bill go unpaid. So one thing I understand about this business is that no matter what happens in the world, people will continue to do this when they won't do anything else. This is what makes it the perfect business. Now, we offer our services in many states, such as Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Washington, D.C. We are also in the state of Texas, where we offer 100% clean energy, competitive long-term fixed rates. We have so many great things going on in Texas. It is absolutely unbelievable, and we'll touch more on all the services we have out there. But I'm curious, are your electricity bills higher now than they were 3 years ago? Of course they are. However, our fixed rate plans can protect you from future increases in energy prices. Now, what makes this all possible? 2 words: energy deregulation. All this means is that you now have a choice to choose where your incumbent goes and get your energy supply from. It does not mean you can leave your incumbent. You keep the same utility company, same billing, except in Texas, and there will be no disruption in your service. Now, this is a customer in Connecticut. Their incumbent is Eversource. And you can take a look at the old bill. You can see obviously that Eversource is choosing where this customer gets their energy supply from. But once this customer gained knowledge of the fact that they have the right to choose, they chose Think Energy to be their supplier. And now you can see the supply of energy is coming from Think Energy. But guess what? The bill is still coming from Eversource. So as I stated earlier, you do not have to worry about us switching you from anything, because guess what? You cannot leave your incumbent. They own all the infrastructure outside. Now, only in the state of Texas, you will be billed by Think Plus, but this is nothing odd to our Texas. We know Texas is like their own little country. Now, we also have another service that I'm very excited about called Autosave. Now, Autosave creates a personalized Think Energy rate for you, and it automatically switches you when it's lower than the price to compare in your area. Never pay more than the utility. This is a game changer, and let me explain why. Imagine being on the business side like I am, and you're talking to your sister, you're talking to your brother, and you no longer have to argue about rates, because now the incumbent and Think Energy are working together. And with Autosave, this is what's going to happen. They're going to check the rates together every single month. And if for some reason the incumbent is lower than our rates, guess what Think Energy is going to do? They're going to put you back with the incumbent. They're going to check the next month. They're going to see, okay, who's lower? If we're lower than the incumbent, you're going to go back to us. And it's going to keep happening like that every month to make sure you have the lowest rate possible. But here's the game changer. Never in the history of energy could a customer be with the incumbent and that still be your customer, and you still earn residual income off of that customer. This is a game changer, and we're the only company in energy that has this patent technology. No more losing customers. Now, we're talking about an energy rate personalized that's just for you. There are no fees, no stress, no surprises. It's all upside for you and your customers. Eliminating the biggest reasons for customer churn. Prices never go above the utility. Guaranteed savings whenever connected to Think Energy. And best part of it all, there are no customer renewals. None of that. So your people can sleep well, understanding that even if they do not do anything, Think Energy does all the renewing. So now you can keep your customers forever. Now, Autosave is in Illinois, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, DC, and it is now in Delaware. And it's going to expand to every single state. This is very exciting. Opportunity is massive because 84% of the customers are actually with the utility. Now, let's talk about community solar. It's another service we offer. Community solar is a state-sponsored clean energy program delivering up to 20 years of savings for residential and small commercial customers. Now, some of you may be familiar with regular solar, but I want you to know this is not regular solar. Regular solar are pretty much the panels that you see on people's homes when you're driving down residential areas. Now, here are the benefits of community solar versus regular solar. With community solar, which is what we offer, it's free. It's free to enroll. If someone wants regular solar, even though it's great, there's nothing wrong with it, you're going to either have a 650 credit score, or you're going to have at least $30,000 for that system. All right, we offer 5 to 25% discount for the next 25 years with community solar. Again, there's nothing to buy or install. No panels have to go on your roof, right? No rooftop required. It doesn't even matter. As long as you have an electricity bill, you can get community solar, and even renters qualify. In regular solar, you have to own your home, meaning people who live in apartments, you cannot qualify for regular solar. But guess what? With community solar, you qualify easily. And let me tell you why. Out of the 4,000 people that we have in our organization in a little bit over a year, we have about 100 people that earn a full-time living in regular solar that added this business to what they're doing, because now, guess what? They never have to leave a customer empty-handed because the customer doesn't qualify. So if you know some people that's earning income in the solar business, and I'm talking about regular solar, you need to share this opportunity with them, because I promise you, they will thank you and they will blow this opportunity up. Now, here are the states where we offer community solar: Colorado, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Rhode Island, Virginia, and DC. Legislation is pending in Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, California, Wisconsin, Washington. Next up is New Mexico, Oregon, and Delaware. All right, before you know it, community solar will be in every single state. That really excites me. This is the largest growing energy savings opportunity in the entire nation. State-supported clean energy program expanding state by state. Ground floor opportunity to be at the forefront of the clean energy industry. Very, very exciting. And we also have a new home battery program that's about to launch in less than 50 days, March 1st, 2026. Dr. Roz, I want you to get that video ready to play for everyone before we break down the money, so that people can see what's about to happen in Think Plus. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our CEO, and then we're going to play that video that Dr. Roz is going to get ready for me, and then we're going to break down the money. Now, I believe it's very important for anyone that's thinking about joining Think Plus to know who's steering the ship. All right. And his name is none other than Michael Falquist. He is our founder and CEO. This gentleman is a GOAT when it comes to energy. He's been owning multi-million-dollar energy companies since he was in his late 20s. He's now 48 years young. He was the founder and CEO of Viridian Energy, a company that had over 300,000 customers, 30,000 associates, 6 years straight on direct selling news, top global 100 companies. The list goes on and on and on. But what stands out to me the most is that in November 2021, Oaktree Capital, a company worth $170 billion, gave Mr. Falquist $100 million to go out and build the best energy company in the world. All right, a year later, he went out and he acquired Think Energy. And in February of 2023, he rebranded and relaunched Think Energy. He helped us go from a 1-point rating, according to Trustpilot, to a 4.4 rating in a matter of months, which is unheard of. So I want you to know anything you see online about Think Energy before February 2023, it is not us. All right. I'm very excited to be partnered with Michael Ballquist, and I'm so honored to have a personal relationship with him. And I actually get a chance to travel with him and talk with him on a weekly basis. Now, before I break down this income, I want to share with you all what's about to happen in less than 50 days. This is huge, family. We're going to change the game. We're already changing the game with having technology that no one else has, where we no longer have to worry about people being afraid of their rates going high. All right, I share with you, we have community solar. We have electricity, okay? And now we have our home battery program. So Dr. Ross, could you play that video before I break down this money? Thank you so much.
Every summer we see it. Record heat, record energy demand, and the same story on repeat. Regular outages, soaring prices, a grid pushed to the breaking point.
The Earth is still hot. And so is the demand for electricity.
More energy is better than less energy.
With the rise of AI technology, demand on power plants is increasing.
Here's the thing. The grid we all depend on was built more than 100 years ago, for a time when electricity flowed one way, from a few big power plants to every home and business. But that world has changed. Today, millions of devices draw power every second. Demand for electricity keeps growing, but the grid hasn't kept pace. And it's not steady. Some hours we have plenty of power, others we're short. That's why electricity now costs different amounts at different times of day. When demand peaks, energy gets expensive. And when we need less energy, it's cheap. And this means consumers have to work harder and pay more for less reliable energy. Until now. A quiet revolution has started. Home batteries can now store energy when it's cheap or abundant, and use or even sell it back when it's needed most. Link thousands of those batteries together with smart software, and you get something entirely new called a virtual power plant. Instead of waiting for a distant generator to fire up, these connected devices can instantly feed energy back into the grid. The grid pays providers for this support. Those earnings can be shared with customers, lowering costs for the homeowners whose batteries made it possible. For consumers, that means significantly lower costs, predictable rates, and backup power when the grid fails, along with a direct role in building a cleaner, more resilient energy system. We are reshaping how electricity works as we're preparing to bring this idea to scale.
Think Plus will be partnering with a next-generation virtual power plant, connecting homes, batteries, and people into one intelligent energy network.
Our consumers will pay much less for even more reliable energy with backup power for their homes. And when enough homes join, the grid gets stronger and energy becomes something we all share. This is the power of connection.
Coming soon from Think Plus.
Wow, exciting. I love it. Thank you so much, Dr. Ross, for your leadership. And now we're about to break down how we earn income in this opportunity.